One of the things missing from an online class about word study is hearing words in context. Sometimes when we hear a word, we know what it means better than reading it. We're going to read together our brightest star. This is 15E in your Worldly Wise workbook if you want to follow along. Our brightest star. The sun has always occupied a unique place in the human imagination. Indeed, in many societies throughout history, it was worshipped as a god. The Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, was a gargantuan statue of the sun god Helios. People once believed that the sun revolved around the earth, which was considered the center of the universe. They also believed that eclipses of the sun could cause hazardous conditions on earth. This belief perhaps resulted from the coincidence of an earthquake or a volcanic eruption occurring during an eclipse. We know now that both of these beliefs are false. In fact, one of the most extraordinary things about the sun is that it is a perfectly ordinary star. It is no different from billions of other stars scattered throughout the universe. Of course, it is significant to us because without its energy, life on Earth could not exist. But the sole reason Earth receives more heat and light from the sun than from the other billions of similar stars is that the sun is so close to us. It is a mere 93 million miles away. Light travels at a velocity of 186,000 miles per second. Light from the sun takes only 8 minutes to reach Earth. Light from Proxima Centauri, the next closest star, takes over 4 years to reach us. If we imagine the sun diminished to the size of an orange, Earth on its same scale would be 26 feet from the sun. Earth would be only marginally bigger than the period that ends this sentence. Proxima Centauri would be over 1,300 miles away. Human beings no longer worship the sun, but they do study it. Eclipses of the sun provide a superb opportunity for doing this. Solar eclipses occur when the moon passes directly in front of the sun and blocks out its direct light. Astronomers eagerly await solar eclipses, although they have a brief duration. In photographs taken at such times, the sun appears as a black disk, surrounded by tremendous flames leaping from its surface. These flames can be photographed only during an eclipse. They can attain a height of 120,000 miles. That is almost half the distance from Earth to the moon. By analyzing the sun's light, scientists discovered the main elements that make up the sun. They found that the sun is composed almost entirely of hydrogen. It contains a much smaller amount of helium and minute traces of, please turn to the next page. The sun's interior is about 150 times hotter than boiling water. It is hot enough that hydrogen atoms fuse and are transformed into helium atoms, giving off energy as they do so. This energy reaches Earth in many forms. The two most familiar to us are heat and light. By comparing the sun to other stars, scientists can estimate the age of the sun. For stars are born, reach middle age, and eventually die. We know that our sun is approximately 5 billion years old, which is middle-aged for a star. When it eventually uses up its entire supply of hydrogen, it will start to die. With no more fuel to burn, it will start to cool, getting larger and larger as it does so. It will finally become so enormous that it will envelop the planets closest to it, including our own Earth. However, there is no reason for anyone to be apprehensive. It'll be 5 billion years before the sun terminates our planet.